What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Eclectic Beard Gaming and Reactions. This go around, we got some Ralphie May. Now, Ralphie May, God rest his soul, this dude was hilarious. I haven't seen this one, so I was like, oh, there's Ralphie May I haven't seen before. So we're gonna react to this. Going forward, just to let y'all know, y'all getting 2 reactions a day. Tomorrow, Cyberpunk 2077 drops. You're probably going to take and get a reaction video before the game drops itself and I start playing. Y'all are going to see a lot more gaming content related to Cyberpunk 2077 between gameplays and thoughts and even possible narrative-driven like videos and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got some plans for that. So you're going to see a lot more of that kind of content going forward starting tomorrow. I'm still going to be doing the reactions. However, you're probably not going to get 3, 4, or 5 reactions a day. You'll probably get 1, maybe 2, depending on... I'm also going to be changing how I'm doing the reactions. Like, I keep saying that, but I've got a couple channels that I've got earmarked and stuff like that. So that way I got to worry about nothing. And y'all still going to take and get reactions. Y'all still going to take and get... Because I love doing the reactions. I love the music. It's just going to be balanced now. I say balanced. It's just going to be... Not lying. The game's going more gaming-centric. So you'll take and get a lot of gaming. Like 1 or 2 music reactions. I still love doing that. I can't walk away from it completely. So that being said, Ralphie May, Too Big to Ignore. $97 salad.
Latinos, y'all are under assault everywhere I go. I was in Arizona, and the white people there have invented a law where they're pulling people over for driving Mexican, okay? Swear to God, all right? If you've got 49 people in your car, good luck going through Phoenix, Jack. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Everybody gets pulled over. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sarge, we got an 84 Chevy Silverado, blue on blue, with 3 lawnmowers in the back. Pull that son of a bitch over. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yes, he's definitely playing the stereotypes. However done correctly, it can be funny without being racist or offensive. So the way he's doing this, yes, it's funny.
I told all my friends in Arizona, I don't care if you're white, black, or brown, don't leave home without your wallet in Arizona. Well, you're trying to explain how you ain't Mexican. You'll be eating a dry bologna sandwich on a bus ride down to Mexicali. Going, I swear to God, my name's Brandon.
Okay, real quick again. It's funny. I used to do scaffolding. I worked for a company setting up scaffolding at a construction site, like a very industrial construction site, where they were building like the platforms and stuff like that you see on these oil rigs. So there's a lot of steel beams and stuff like that being hung, a lot of steel pipe being run through them. We built the scaffolds to take and get them on there. Well, I worked on a crew. There was 4 Americans, and everybody else was from Mexico, from Guatemala, from El Salvador. So, in which, yes, they rightfully take and get offended if you take and lump them all together as Mexican, because there's a clear and distinct difference, and also there's a lot of like infighting and hate towards each other depending on where they're from, which it's an odd thing to take and have to take and see and hear the crap talking whenever it's done in English and stuff like that. But still, I digress. During the summer times, like being out in the sun, especially being out in the sun a whole lot, I tan up really, 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 really well. So much so that I had somebody that was Spanish speaking walk up to me and immediately start speaking Spanish because they thought I was Latino. So, yeah. And with, the sheriff there in Maricopa County and everything like that, I could have seen where if you were a little bit dark, that might have actually happened,
Good. I swear to God, my name's Brandon. I was just mowing my own yard. Yeah, what happened? I don't even speak Spanish. Look, none of my teeth are silver or baby size. Look, look, look.
Oh.
I don't think the people who made this law up have really thought it all out, you know? Think about it, folks. If we get rid of all the Mexicans, not for nothing, how are we going to move? Everybody I know uses Mexicans. White people, black people, Mexicans use Mexicans, okay? I'm not talking about well-nourished American Mexicans with good bone structure and proper nutrition. I'm talking about those little mojados, those ones that sneak over the border that you get at the Home Depot, 3 for $50 or for $100, 12 of them will show up, and with 3 old ladies and abuela and 2 tias, okay? It takes them 17 minutes, and they move all your stuff out of the house onto one pickup truck, one. In an upside-down pyramid, they stack it. It's incredible. Amazing engineering. Amazing.
Oh my God! If you don't live in this country, you've never seen the whole upside-down pyramid. Which you see it like in other places, like you take and watch video and stuff like that. You see it in other places, but you know whenever somebody's moving and they're not from the U.S. because they do that whole upside-down thing as well, and it's bungee cords and rope and wishes and prayers. A whole lot of stuff goes into it. But yeah, with the whole picking up at Home Depot and stuff, like there's a road right down the, not right down, about 30-minute ride from here, where 2 gas stations you could stop at, offer, be like, hey, I need work, and you'd have, I need, 3. That's all you do, 3, and like 5 zeros for how much they get paid. You'd have 3 people pile into your truck. You take and go to your job site. I know people that done that. So the truth that's in some of this, along with the comedy aspect of it, is just
truck, one. In an upside-down pyramid, they stack it. It's incredible. Amazing engineering. Amazing. No rope. They just throw the littlest Mexican up on top, and he holds down 2 mattresses and a coffee table. It's incredible. For that 17 minutes, your whole house looks like that movie Apocalypto. There's little Aztec Indians jumping around, popping up. One of them is praying to Quetzalcoatl in the corner. Yeah, Quetzalcoatl. All right? And as soon as they're done, here come these 3 old ladies sweeping, mopping, dusting, washing everything down with that purple water, that Fabuloso or something like that. I don't know. That ain't from America. That stuff is bona fide. That gets off third world dirt. Like you got a cholera outbreak. You get that Fabuloso, Jack. That stuff cleans everything, son. It like punks out Mr. Clean like he's a bitch, okay? That Fabuloso is the real deal.
Oh my God.
Fantasimo. Boy, I call it ghost water. All right, because that's what it does. It'll strip paint, man, if you let it set on there too long. And these old ladies are cleaning everything. You're standing in the former shell of your house going, why are we moving? This is amazing. It was our crap that was messing this house up. Mexicans are amazingly clean. It's funny, when I did that joke, I was telling this joke, and I tell people that's where the term spick and span comes from. And look it up. Because Mexicans are so clean, see? See, at first you think it's going to be a racial slur, then it turns out to be a racial compliment. Now who's prejudiced?
Oh, Lordy.
I was doing this joke in Orange County, California, about a month and a half ago, and when I did it, a white lady stood up and said, we have to get rid of all those Mexicans, they're ruining our country. And I was just amazed at her racism, and it's...
This video has to be at least 7, 8 years old, I would figure, because Ralphie's been gone for a bit. Well, the video was posted 2020, but I think Too Big to Ignore was one of his last things that he did, because he's smaller here. Because Ralphie used to be huge, like, massive, but he was funny, really funny. So this has to be before what we know as Karens. So yeah, so he's talking about a Karen.
It's weird coming from somebody from the South, you know. You'd expect I'd have heard outbursts like that before in my life. But in the South, you know, I mean, I was born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, raised up in a little town in Arkansas called Clarksville, and moved to Texas when I was 18. I mean, I'm Southern as it gets, okay? And I've never heard racial bile spilled like this. At least in the South, we have the good graces and the decorum to whisper our racial slurs, you know.
And thankfully, even that's going away here in the South. Like, for real. He's not lying. That's how a lot of stuff used to be, though.
And you don't know this about me, but I grew up spending my summers in a little town even smaller than my hometown in South Arkansas called Delight, okay? And it's where my grandfather, A.D. May, had his farm. And it was a beef cattle farm, and in his older age, didn't have that big a herd, but he thought that the neighbors were taking cattle and replacing the tags. And so he went back to branding, old school branding. And my brother, being nearly 6 years my senior, had no problem flipping these cattle on their ass, and my grandfather, he hold them down and lay that brand on them. Me, I was a dumpy 11-year-old that I held on. That's all I did, okay? I held on, and hopefully the cow would trip over my dumpy ass, okay, and fall down. But that day was a hard day for me. I got beat up by cattle, okay? I mean, beat the hell, drugged through cow flop, hot cow crap. I mean, hot. Way warm. What, you think cold is bad?
For those of you who have never smelt hot, steaming cow poop, ugh, Jesus, that is air. That's, oh my God. One of the things, when I was in the Coast Guard, I was at A school, and they used to have these trucks that were filled with liquefied cow crap, and it was just fertilizer. It was basically cow crap and water, just a slurry, and they sprayed on the crops. So the crops would, whew. But being at a cow farm or going to a farm that has cows, and you actually, oh God, that is a horrible stench. It's not as bad as pigs, but Jesus, it still stinks when it's hot and fresh.
Cold's not nearly as bad as hot. Hot is way worse. Pee, everything, and got kicked in the goddamn head I don't know how many times, all right? By the way, after a day like that, when your grandfather has to hose you off in the yard before you can even come into the house, okay, all right? Nothing tastes better than a cheeseburger because you're angry as hell. Right? But my grandfather taught me how to drag them down. What you got to do is let them run past you a little bit and then grab either on their ear or the little nubbin horn and push down. And when that turns their head, you pull their head up like this, and they either have the choice of getting their neck broke or going with you. And their own momentum, if you just fall back, will sling you up on them, and they'll be laying there on the ground. And that's what I had to do to that lady. I had to.
I like how he brought back the whole thing of the woman that was talking about the crap with the Mexicans, we got to get rid of them or whatever, to bringing down a cow. I love that. That is hilarious.
Let that bitch run past me a little bit. Then snatch her ass up. So I was like, ma'am, I'm with you. Let's get rid of them Mexicans. I'll buy the gas for the bus just as soon as you can tell me who's going to pick our fruits and vegetables. She goes, excuse me? Well, ma'am, see, 99% of our produce comes to market through Latino hands. Without them, we have no fruits and vegetables in our grocery stores. Not mine. I get mine at Whole Foods.
Woo, they're just as bad. What are you talking about? It's the same thing.
Are adorable. Okay, listen, dummy. They might have hippies out front at the Whole Foods, but everybody doing the real work are the Mexicans out back, okay? But you're right, ma'am. All the Mexicans at Whole Foods are 100% organic, and that's what matters. So then this racist was like, we'll get a machine to do it. And I'm like, well, ma'am, you know, not for nothing, for all of our technology, our satellite phones and TVs and everything, we've never been able to invent a machine that knows which tomato to pick and which one to leave hanging, which grape to cut and which one to leave on the vine. The machine we invented was Mexicans. And they're perfect. They're generally shorter. There's generally shorter of stature. That means they have less. Okay, all right, because I feel it already. People go, that's a dick move, Ralphie. All right. Okay, all right, watch. Okay. I am 5'9.5", okay? Average American male height is 5'8", okay? Watch as I attempt to pick low-lying fruits and vegetables, okay? Watch. See, I had to bring my back to a nearly 90-degree angle. Over the course of the day, that would make for extreme amounts of lower back pain and fatigue, making me a very poor employee, okay? Now, watch as the average Mexican national attempts the same thing. Perfect
This man fool, he ain't had no sense in his head.
sense, right? Perfect sense. They're awesome. Then she goes, we'll get white people to do it. And I'm like, why do you think the Mexicans are here
It's the white farmers that hired the Mexicans. Oh, dummy.
now? Because we can't get white people to do it, okay? But let's just go with your premise, okay? First of all, are you native Californian? She goes, yes, I am, okay. And is that your son with you? Yes, it is. And I'm like, well, ma'am, that boy is allergic to work, okay? He's never had to work hard, okay? With his cool little Justin Bieber haircut and his flip-flops and his skate park pass. He's adorable, but he's never really worked, okay? He doesn't know hard work, okay? Hard physical labor. He lasts an hour working like a Mexican, okay? If you could even get him out there to do it. You know, he's too busy doing this. Ooh. Okay? All right? That boy is allergic to work, okay? That's all you can say. It's the truth, all right? Plus, you've never known a time without Mexican labor. This is California. A ton of people. California was chock full of Mexicans back when it was called Mexico, okay? That's something we all forget, is that there's a lot of Mexicans that never crossed the border. The border crossed them, all right? They're like, I guess we stay. So I'm like, ma'am, it just doesn't make any sense, you know? You're just dumb, okay? Okay, let's say we could get white people to do it. What would it cost you? $30 an hour to get white people to work like Mexicans? Probably more. And then there's other costs along with it, like free sunblock. How much money are you going to spend in sunblock with white people? You get somebody as pale as me or this fat guy or that white dude, okay, out there in the field with that much direct light, we'll blow up, okay? Boom! What happened to Bob? He wasn't wearing his damn SPFs. That's what happened to Bob. Changed the sign. 0 days since last accident. Look, you sons of bitches. You either wear your sunblock or you come out here in a beekeeper outfit, okay? I'm not going to have OSHA crawl up my ass for this crap because you sons of bitches won't wear your goddamn sunblock. You hear me?
Outfit.
Plus, white people are lazy. White people, we invented the 3-day weekend. That's how lazy we are. It's the truth. Nobody wants to admit it. How white people are, no, we're not lazy. Come on, stop. Really? Okay, President's Day? Really? Does anyone sit around and wonder about the Taft administration?
Hell no, everybody just enjoys that day off of work. Or that day out of school. Ain't nobody care about no Taft administration. Hell, most of them don't care about the administration that's in office whenever it happens.
Come on, stop. Really? Okay, President's Day? Really? Does anyone sit around and wonder about the Taft administration on President's Day? No. Memorial Day? Mexicans don't know about Memorial Day. That's a Monday to a Mexican. That's a work day. We got to work on Monday, make money, all right? Labor Day is the biggest crock of crap of all time. Okay, in honor of everyone that's working, we're not going to. You see what I'm saying? It just doesn't make any sense. And 4th of July, that's just between the 3rd and the 5th of July for a Mexican, okay? All right, one day for Mexicans, Cinco de Mayo. You better have cold beer on May 5th. But that's one day as opposed to 23 for white people. That's nearly a full month of added productivity you're going to get out of a Mexican national that you can never get out of a white American. Do you understand? Okay, let's put it in basic terms. If white people pick your fruits and vegetables, your salad's going to cost $97. You want a cheeseburger, $3.50. You want pickles on it, $12. Are those magic pickles? What the hell is going on? And then there's...
He's not lying, though. He's not lying, because you take a look, and the the Latino workers in the fields, they're getting like $3 per bushel of whatever they're picking. So they pick fast and efficiently. Getting more bushels throughout the day is how they take and make their money. So if they can take and get 15 bushels, 20 bushels, if they can get 15, 20 bushels, $60 in a day, $70 in a day, or $100 in a day, they're making some money. You take and correlate that over to white people, or really any other American for that matter. Just being honest with you, it ain't gonna work like that. Because it's most people aren't gonna try to take and bust out 30 bushels in a day to get that $90. Just not gonna happen. So, yeah, your romaine salads there that you take and get from Wally World in the clear plastic container, not going to cost $3.97 no more. That little bit of greenage is going to cost like $12.50.
This white lady goes, I guess we'll get somebody else. And I'm like, who, ma'am? Who? I don't know. I guess black people. And I'm like,
What?
I see some black guys about to stand up. Hold on, Playboys. I got this, okay? Don't worry about it, okay? I was like, ma'am, if you think you're getting black people back in the same fields they got out of 150 years ago, you're smoking crack, okay? I hate to break it to you, but...
Oh, I love Ralphie May. It's such... Ralphie May died... I swear to God, I hate that he passed away. I know it was part of it, a large part of it, my understanding was the weight. But like Greg Giraldo, Mitch Hedberg, just some comics that are going way too soon and way too funny, and even with it seeming lowbrow, that the intellect that it took to actually come up with these jokes, and if you're thinking about it, the truths that are contained within what he's talking about, you just sucks. It really sucks, because he's belly busting funny. Like, he was very belly busting funny. You could hurt yourself watching him. You at least they can get strained jaw muscles. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. We all need to laugh every so often, so I figured, why not? I haven't ever seen this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all be good. Peace.